Hello, amazing people at the conference Christ Plus Zero. There's no doubt you're already having an amazing time. I'm here with Pastor Billy from New York. We really wanted to take this opportunity for you to get to know him since he had a great impact in our lives. There's a lot that we could cover about your life, Pastor Billy, and your ministry, but recently you've released your second Christian book entitled Jesus Revolution. What was the revelation that led you to writing this book?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for this interview, and I would also like to say hello to all of you amazing people at the conference. You see, Jesus Revolution, the book, was written because I found that in the last, I would say probably 10 years or so, or maybe even more than 10 years, the church as a whole, whether it's here in Romania or whether it's in America where I come from, the church have somehow lost the main reason why they actually exist. Because I found that every church that I went to, many people will be teaching on subjects which teach people how to become a better person, how to perform better, how to do things better. For example, in many of the churches, many people say, well, I would like to teach you to become a better leader, or I would like to become a better husband, I would like to become a better wife. Well, there is nothing wrong with these things,
Yes.
but I find that the main reason why the church exists has been slowly steered away from preaching about Jesus and His grace, and have moved more towards how to do and how to perform better. So when I first became a Christian many years ago, I went to church because I needed Jesus, not because I wanted to become a better leader. I could learn how to become a better leader at the university. I didn't have to go to church to become a better leader. So the reason for writing Jesus Revolution, the book, is so that I can bring the focus of why church exists and what we do in the church back to Jesus and what He did for us, rather than talk about all the things that we are doing as Christians, but rather bring it back to our main objective, our main focus, which is what did Jesus do on the cross for us, and talk about the finished work of Christ. That is why that led me to write this book, Jesus Revolution.
What's the difference between Jesus Revolution book and other Christian books, and what sets it apart?
I think that the main idea behind Jesus Revolution is that it focuses solely on Jesus and what Jesus did for us. There's, like you said before, there are so many thousands, millions of Christian books out there, and most of them, I would say, in fact, probably almost all of them, they write from a perspective of what we call in the church self-works. That means, how do I use the Bible to better myself? How do I use the Bible as a practical guide to make myself a better person? In other words, how do I change my behavior? How do I perform better? How do I, to have a better life or to have a holy life? So these are all the things which I have to do as a person so that I can get to that standard. And it's a constant process of works, and then when we get to that point where we feel that we have not achieved enough works, then there'll be more advice on how to do even more works so that it's like a constant, treadmill or a circle whereby we run and we run harder, and then when people say we didn't run hard enough, then we run some more. It's like what Paul says in the Bible about running the race. So everybody is persevering very hard, everybody is working very hard, everybody is trying their best, and then at the end, everybody sort of fails in the sense that the standard is too high and we cannot meet the standard, so people are very I would say, disappointed in their own behavior. So my book has changed this drastically around in the sense that I start with not with the people running the race to win the prize, but we already won the prize. You see, we all won the prize of Jesus Christ. So we all have the prize in our hand. Then we start the race. So we start from this great point whereby we start from the finished work of Jesus, so all the activity that we actually do comes from this point of completion in Jesus Christ. So the aim of this book is to show you what Jesus did for us compared to all the other books out there which tries to show you what you can do for Jesus or what you must do for Jesus. And for example, many people say, well, Jesus has done so much for you, so what are you going to do back for Jesus? So books and books have been written about what you can do back for Jesus, but I want to show you in a complete sense what actually Jesus did for us and how much He loves us. And the interpretation of every scripture in my book is based upon the fact that we look at it through the lens of Jesus. That means not through our works, but through the lens of Jesus.
Thank you so much, Pastor Billy. This was very insightful. For those of you who want to purchase the book, you can register at the end and we're going to make it available for you. Have an amazing time at the conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.